This is Maboneng Township Arts Experience. You are speaking to the founder, Siphiwe Ngwenya. We appreciate you. Maboneng Township Arts Experience has turned so many homes and so many spaces into art spaces so the people who live in those spaces can enjoy them, and the people who come to those spaces from all over the world can also enjoy them. This is the story of Maboneng Township Arts Experience, working with families, artists, and visitors. Hey again. In the last episode, we talked of the exhibition that happened by the Maboneng Township Arts Experience around the year 2000. We spoke of so many aspects: the people that were performing, the artworks on exhibit. We were talking about a togetherness, a new way by a people who don't want to be tamed, to be robbed of the freedom of creativity. This is the exhibition, the works on the floor. We set the rules. We set the pace. This is Tommy Mashaba's work, a photographic memory painter who would sit, go back home, and paint it right as it is. This is Nhlanhla Shubzin. His works were very different, with black outlines on everything. Something I was taught not to do. It was so relieving to see others do it without fear. So many artists came to the exhibition to join, to bring their works. We didn't have hanging material, so we put things on the floor. We put things on tables. We were making the rules. This was the interesting thing about the struggle of not having enough to do enough. Then you make the choice to do what you can and to do it the best you can. This is Tommy Mashaba's installation. Hangers, gates, doors, and all. We used what we had. My painting hanging on the top left. These are the tables. And we'd put them right there and people would come and look. We made a sale here by a lady called Ingrid Masonda. And I guess this is the pure magic of doing with what you can, where you can, is that somebody will be there to support you. Right at the corner, again, is the pole collection. On the right is Nhlanhla Shubzin's collection. The broom that sits there is so organized. as if placed by a curator who's been lost and forgotten. But now, like a flame, raises. There sits Tommy Mashaba. Grew up as a dancer and a painter, a calm man, the most photographic of memories. What a painter. Our work scattered in the background. He was the one that put together the installation in most of this exhibition, and the power given to him to make decisions of such a nature was a blessing to him and to this space. The markets of the townships in watercolor, in the rain. One could just slide on that water floor. Another one of my pieces that I also did in high school that I did with oil, paint on this canvas. I'm so glad that my mom kept all the works of mine. And here are the queens. In the first episode, I spoke about Masilo. This is Mam Fatima and Mam Mary. Mam Mary was an artist who worked on material, just like Mam Fatima. They supported the entire exhibition. We'll be speaking about their works in other episodes to come. This is another of Tommy Mashaba's pieces, sitting on a ladder. This was his curatorial spirit at this time, with others sitting on zinc, painting the environment of Alexandra Township. Some of these houses don't even exist anymore. He would capture the spirit of Alexandra Township in a way that I have never seen before. The comical nature of how he does his thing really lends itself to the comical atmosphere in Alexandra Township that is brought on by the humbleness that brings the humor, that brings the laughter in the hardships that we have of not having even enough paints, canvases, even space to do the work, space to store the work, space to exhibit the work. I guess what I'm saying is, Shaba really captured that spirit. You see the same spirit in these poles. Look at the Hessen behind them, behind the board that I did the drawings on. Look at the frame. Look at where it's placed, what it's placed on. This is a creative picture of the hardship. that was an interesting look at the way the art was displayed. This is a portrait that I did of a couple, and this is how we would fund this type of exhibition that you've just seen, with the help of others and their time, the help of people like Tommy Mashaba for putting an exhibition like this together, a type of display that he would make. When I saw the display, I had no problems. And for people like Mpane, for allowing us to use this place and giving us admin support to do things here, giving us storage facilities, even though I lost a lot of the cupboard doors, in fact all of them, and the pole pieces at this storage facility. For artists like Ndlandla and Tommy and all the rest that I didn't even see when they came, I didn't see when they left, because of the help of people like Deboho Ramabulana, who we will talk about even more. So this is very important, I guess, to come to, is that we had no boundaries. This was an installation of a gate that was made for the exhibition to house the work on top there. That was also one of my pieces. So we had no rules, and we did not need them. Well, I guess we did have a sort of foundation rule to respect each other's art and support the other people's art as they make it. Why be silent? Why watch when there's artists in your neighborhood, in your township, in your slum, and not put together the time of everybody to put together something that's wonderful? It doesn't need that much money. It does need you. It does need a people who want to be connected. It needs you to want to be there for everybody who's around you and not be scared. It needs you to be able to have space for people you do not know. Space for people who know you but have no problem in being remembered. Artists who respect the journey of a creative human being. Doing an exhibition like this, I met artists like this who I didn't pay to meet, who, if I did not take the effort I would not have met, who by taking the effort, the keys of the doors of the kingdom of creative people on the ground, on the roots, were given to me, and I could connect with young people from all over the place who also had the keys given to them because of the curious nature that they had, like Nosisi and Wanda sitting right there at the back discussing the future. And there we are sharing a meal organized for us by Mpane, while Chris is painting at the back. Temba and his friend eating right away. There's MXO, Masilo, and Nomkubulwane on one stage. All three of these people are very influential creatives in South Africa right now. This is 20 years later as I speak about this picture. And that is Lungelo doing his poetry. Everybody could test out their skills, could test out their creativity, because we were all there to listen. We were all there to see. We were all there to absorb. And this is really what we wanted. We wanted to learn how to paint. That is me there painting the connections. My signature artwork with Masilo collaborating with me. We knew that we wanted to change the township to a better place. A place where young people from every single township from all over South Africa could feel free when they visit. In this picture is more than 4 different townships. Soweto, townships in Pretoria. It's an extensive network of a people who put together sound equipment. DJs came who I never thought would play at a place like this. Even posters were put up at the back. Friends came, and that's Mpane on the left, smiling, watching a different creative power of young people take shape. This is the blessing. This is the creative nature where artists take control of their neighborhood, of their township, not waiting for permission to close streets, not waiting for permission to exhibit, not waiting for permission or verification, or if the standard of the artwork is good or not, if there are specialists to say if the artwork is right for the place or not. We said, take that zinc, put it on the floor, and put that art right there. Why must we be afraid? Why must perfection be the killer of our creativity? We will not have perfection be the killer of our freedom of expression. We will not have the fact that we are poor be the hindrance to the power we need to be sharing with others about the creative power that is there. We will not be stopped that we can't afford to buy material. This will not stop who we are, who I am. We suffered through so much through this time, and yet we were pushing on as if we run museums in New York. It's not like we were hungry and dying, but we couldn't afford space, we couldn't afford material. I mean, look at what we're working on. Look at where we are working. And to lose all these works. I mean, I lost these works. This work you see, it got stolen. The cupboard doors that you've just seen, they all got stolen. Because of the lack of resource and capacity. Thank you very much. Look out for our other episodes and don't forget to join our journey.